Lose a lot of talent this year. Four defensive linemen, three of your linebackers, a couple of DBs. Where does this year rank in terms of the talent overhaul that you've had to go through at different stages of your career?
I don't think it's going to be too bad. I'm excited about the kids we got in the program now that are coming through. The biggest challenge you got is how fast can this group gel into a group that knows how to play together, do the right things on the field. That's the biggest challenge you got right now. Is you got a lot of inexperienced guys. It's going to be game 3 or 4. By the time they get the experience that we're going to need. But in the other areas, that's what you do in a program now. We're at a point where we've got some kids that are in the program that are ready to play. We may be a little bit different on defense than we've been in the past because we're not quite as big, but we're built for speed, and we'll take advantage of what these kids can do from a schematic standpoint.
At the beginning of last season, you talked about how Torlin Pittman and Spike in the middle were sort of unheralded, but keys to what you were doing defensively, even though they didn't get the headlines that, say, a Margus Hunt got. Because of that, does that make Darian Wright and Nick Reed and the other guys in the middle keys to turning over and getting a successful transition to the next round of defense here?
Oh, definitely. I think Darian Wright's a key in there. I think Nick Reed's a key in there. We got to test those guys early, make sure we can hold up. I mean, the key to the 3-4 defense is you can't get pushed at the nose tackle position. And Wright's got a lot of playing experience last year. I think he'll end up being as good, if not better, than the 2 kids we had. Nick Reed is a redshirt freshman. There's a lot of upside to him. He's 295 pounds now. He's really athletic. Like I said, it's going to take a while for these kids to learn how to play, but I really like the overall athleticism of this group.
Nick Reed, you mentioned, Darian backed up Spike and Pitt in the middle last year. Nick Reed didn't play. When he signed, Coach Jones talked about his ability. He's so athletic, said he could even play running back at the college level. How athletic is he compared to the other nose tackles that you've had, and where is he in his development?
Well, he's still at the elementary stages of his development because he had injury last year and we didn't have him for about 8 weeks there while his back healed up. But he's going to be one of those kids that next year you hope he's a backup role that can give you 30, 40 snaps a game behind Darian, and we're going to try to platoon a lot next year because of these hurry-up offenses. Everybody in the country is going to hurry up, and I just don't think it's right for a kid to take 110 snaps and then another 25 snaps on special teams. So we got to be creative with what we're doing, and he's going to make mistakes early. He's not going to play like he wanted a full-time player to play early, but we just got to be patient with him, and he's very athletic. He'll be more athletic than anybody we've had since I've been here as far as a nose tackle.
You got 2 guys back who gray-shirted in the fall. Ty Law in the secondary, Brian Kramer on the defensive line. It's very early, obviously. You just finished your 4th practice of spring, but have you gotten a sense at all of where they are?
Well, I think both those kids eventually be players. Now, how fast it comes for them, it's hard to say, but you see a lot of talent. Kramer now is 270 pounds. I think when we brought him in, he was 235. So, he's put on an added 40 pounds. He's going to be a 290-pound kid probably by fall camp. I love his motor. Ty's just learning what we're doing. He's obviously athletic enough to play that position. Again, it's just a matter of how fast these kids can mature and getting the reps for them against our offense, the speed reps, and getting them through the plays that are going to show whether they're going to be players or not early.
There's been a lot of talk that with the graduation of Margus Hunt, Kevin Grenier, your starters in the fall might be Bo Barnes and Zach Wood. Bo's out this spring with a shoulder injury, so Andy McClenahan's been running first team. What are your impressions of Andy?
I think he's really come along. He's going to be in that category of Taylor Thompson, Kevin Grenier type player. He's that caliber. He's big now. I think he's about 275, 280 pounds. Strong kid. I'm really happy with where we're at with him right now. I'm gonna say he's gonna be a heck of a player for us, especially early next fall.
With so many young guys stepping into the lineup, either as starters or as part of the rotation, are you forced to simplify or alter your schemes at all?
I don't think so. We're in a situation now where these kids have been in the program. They know what they're doing, and now it's just a matter of getting them enough reps so that we learn how to execute them with the intensity that we need to execute them at. Scheme-wise, we're going to keep growing with what we're doing. I think we're going to put in more schemes really than what we've had in the past. It's just a product of being here 5 years and the growth of the program more than anything.
With all the talent and experience that graduated, you also lost some real leaders, guys who led the way in practice and in the weight room. Who do you see as the leaders of this defense come the fall?
Well, right now I'm really happy with the way Randall Joyner and Kevin Pope, Jay Scott, those kids have really taken on a leadership role, and that's kind of the transition you want. You lose the Taylor Reeds, the leaders, the Marcus Hunts, those kids, but then it's time for the next kids to step up, and when you start to get that, that's when you get continuity in your program. That's when you don't step backwards, you keep moving forward. I'm really happy with our leadership right now. I think those 3 young men have done a great job of taking these kids and leading them right now. So that's not a concern of mine at all.